Hello everyone. My name is Sungju Kang. Today, I am going to give a lecture regarding National Logistics Information System, history and future direction in Korea. Personally, I have worked for Korean government since 1987, more than 30 years, in the area of IT policy. During my tenure, I have experienced to create and operate logistics information system. This is my honor and my pleasure to give a lecture regarding Korean case. Today I am going to give some stories about global trend and the basic terms of LIS and Korean case. After that, I'm going to give some lessons from Korean case. Okay, let's start with a very soft story. Every year, DHL, a global logistics player based on German, they announced this top 10 logistics industry trends. What's trend for this year 2021? Internet of Things, IoT, is the most kind of dominated technology trend. Actually, personally, right now, I'm working for Korean IoT Association as a vice president. Anyway, the second domestic global trend is AI, artificial intelligence, robotics, last mile delivery, warehouse automation, blockchain, some others. And second episode, before actually giving the lecture, I want to just touch about what's the impact to logistics from COVID-19 pandemic. As you see, every country, including your country, Mongolia, Korea, China, US, whatever, all of countries, they are suffering COVID-19, and all of business sectors, including logistics, are influenced by COVID-19. You can see some more details about this. Okay, let's start with this kind of basic terms. What's logistics? What's supply chain? Logistics and the supply chain are concerned with the physical and information flows and storage from raw materials through to the final distribution of the finished product. Logistics, the task of coordinating material flow and information flow across the supply chain to meet end customer need. And supply chain, this means that a network of partners who are collectively convert the basic commodity into a finished product which is valued by the customers. Many people, they are using these two terms interchangeably. Almost the meaning is the same. Okay, the topic for today is logistics information system. This system means an interacting structure of people, equipment, trucks, cargoes, airplanes, trade, and procedures, which together make relevant information available to the logistics manager for the purpose of planning, implementing, and control. This is information for logistics management, named LIS. And LIS is composed of 5 sectors: internal, external. Internally, this system covers finance, accounting, marketing, logistics, manufacturing, purchasing. Internal means within border, local, or for the case of the specific company, is inside of the organization. External, second component is external factors, customers. You have lots of customers Also, unit of this system is country. Country means they have another countries, customers, vendors, carriers, supply chain partners. Those are two parts, internal parts, external parts. And relate to the logistics. First one, order management. You have to manage orders from your customers, customer countries. Contract with the customer, stock, crediting, checking, invoicing, product allocation, and fulfillment. These are part of order management. Second part, warehouse management. You have to manage warehouse efficiently. Stock level management, order picking, routing, picker assignment, and product availability. These are components of warehouse management. Last part, transportation, last mile delivery, or hub to hub. You have to manage transformation. Shipment consolidation, routing and scheduling. Claims, lots of claims from customers. Tracking, bill payment, freight bill auditing. These 5 factors are part of LIS. You can hear lots of examples from Korea, from Germany, from Japan, from China, US. Many companies, they are selling, they are marketing their system, but they have their own name. But basically, all of these systems are named LIS, Logistics Information System. What's the benefit? Why many countries, why many governments try to build, design LIS? Increased product visibility and control. You can see where is your freight, your export item, and you can control them. Of course, efficient. Improved knowledge of key logistics network. Increase. And so, enhanced economic value. If you have very competitive LIS, you can increase actually the economic kind of outcome, so-called GDP. And you can create the jobs because of this LIS. And other kind of benefits, creation of the competitive advantage, direct linkages to customers, and major application categories like operation support system, management support system, etc. These are some benefits of LIS. LIS system has been evolved since 1980s, 70s. Logistics 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Right now, the world is in logistics 4.0 era because of use of internet, evolution of IoT, and RFID, CPS, DM, or AI and blockchain. Because of those technological, innovation, we are living in innovation 4.0 era. When you think of designing new national level LIS, you need to think there are many factors to design or to build your Mongolian version of LIS. It's order tracker. There are many factors and many players, equipments you need to consider. This is basic design of national level LIS. You can see the level of LIS, the left side. Top, strategic design is for Prime Minister or President. You can see how we increase the performance of Mongolian version of LIS. A little bit lower than actual strategy is tactically, operationally, executive level. When you design new actually national level LIS, you need to see which kind of point of view you design that LIS. And actually horizontal sector, you can see the logistics processes, buying, manufacturing, stocking, delivering, and selling. You need to see which kind of part our system covers. Example this. You cannot see it clearly, but this is, you can see later. This is technological architecture of LIS layer. The bottom layer, access layer. Many kind of users of this system. They can use GPS, GIS, sensors, RFID, cameras, personal computer, Wi-Fi. There are many access points. And data layer, platform layer, application layer, and experience layer. You need to design this LIS system. And trend of actually the global LIS system. Since 1980s, countries have developed national level integrated LIS, mainly due to massive growth of logistics volume and technological innovation. For instance, US, ACS, American Customs Service, all countries, all traders, they have to have their ID actually numbers to trade with the US partners. And actually this system was developed by US government. And EDI Express is developed by GE, General Electric, long time ago. Japan case, NACS. Custom service, they developed actually NACS to process the custom procedure. Government, private, they collaborate together to develop this system. And POLISA for port management. Singapore, they have developed TradeNet for trade and logistics by PPP as well, public-private partnership. Taiwan, Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, they have developed since 1980s. And still, those systems are evolving. Why Korean government decided to develop this LIS? Many reasons. Maybe 4 reasons. First one, economic reason. Korea is a trading country. GDP is more than 50% of GDP is from trading. So we have to handle this logistics efficiently. Second, social benefits. Aging and single family, lack of labors, some social background we have. Of course, technology. It's internet and digital economy is very strong in Korea. You have heard about Samsung, LG, SK. There are many, IT players, technological background. Last, environmental. Now, we are living in green era, climate change. So these 4 reasons could explain why Korean government developed Korean version of KLIS. In 1995, Korean government was identified as a national agenda, but separately developed by trade, KTNet, maybe you can hear from actually the guy from KTNet, Customs, KCNet, Port MIS, Port Authority, and Cruise from actual railroad. And we decide to plan actually step-by-step strategy, 3 stages. And late 96-7 era, at the time, Korean government set up single window and standardization for EDI and public database and design CVO. And secondly, 1998 to year 2000, standardizing all documents. There are many documents to process logistics and private DB link and connect to ICD. The last stage, third stage is year 2001 and 15. CALS EC, integrated database, real-time tracking. We spent 10 years to develop Korean actually LIS and spent more than $500 million, coordinated by the logistics ministry. And actually set up a professional entity named KLET. Actually, now the role has been changed. So these are the history of KLS. And this one, just I want to give some information. Our national level computer network plan, actually late 80s and early 90s, a 10-year plan. One part of this plan, national strategy, was logistics. This is basic diagram of Korean logistics information. Left side, users. many users, container tracking system, terminal, inspection, carrier, shipper, shipping companies. Right side, government, Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries, Customs Service, quarantine, immigration, and tug and pilot associations. Center, SBIDC, is the main engine, core engine of LIS. Users, they can access real-time based. And rights government always they can process all documents, all process by using this computer system. Single window is the core system for all those the system, the logistics system. Left side as well, users, right side, government. Many government agencies connect to this single window, and left side users, they request, they ask, they share information through the single window. You can hear more detail about this single window store actually from the expert from KLNet, KTNet, and KCNet later. This is a basic concept. Okay, methodology. At that time, actually, we took system approach to design Korean LIS to simplify a complex problem by using logical stages: problem, modeling, simulation, execution, assessment. But this is more technological procedure. You don't need to know. Because of personally, I spent some of my career in Korea Post. Actually, I was president of Korea Post several years ago. So we set up PostNet to make an intelligent system to process whole postal logistics service from reception stage, sorting, tracking stage, and delivery stage. And actually, we integrated, Korea Post had integrated transportation system. Daily more than 4,000 routes, 4,000 trucks and trains. And actually, we decreased more than 10% and realigning hub spoke system. Okay, future of KLIS. In June of this year 2021, Korean government announced actually 6 national logistic plan. Based on this plan, actually technological catch up to 90% from 80% by year 2030. IT use and integrated logistic platform, new KLIS to serve CVS cargo tracking, ordering facility, and many kind of contents we can see. And last, let's see some lessons from Korean case. First one, supply chain aspect. This is a little bit more institutional, legal barriers. 4 parts: market and border. And third part is technology part. We can see a little bit later, and business environment. Second lessons, digitalize. How to digitalize your logistics kind of whole procedure. There are many barriers, many obstacles. You have to cope with these problems. And third one, human factor. Government Mongolia, you have to have very professionalized human resources. According to World Bank, actually they evaluate all the countries. Mongolia, according to my record, actually 2.21, meaning the basic kind of stage. Korea and China 3.59, US 3.87, Japan 4.0 now, advanced stage. According to this table, you can see the basic stage. Belarus, Uruguay, Kenya, Somalia, those kind of basic stage countries. What's the role of government? Invest in basic school education system to give a training education system, and supplement infrastructure and issue laws and regulations, facilitate multi-stakeholder collaboration. And companies, business people, you have to implement regular in-house training program. Education institution, colleges, universities, and role of associations. You can see some cases. Okay, conclusion. There are many, many success factors. Of course, many kind of challenges as well. You need to see both sides. equally and make some decision. When you think of role of government, role of market, you always have this keep in mind. What's the role of government? Government Mongolia. Thank you very much, Bayahula, for actually attending attention of this lecture. Thank you very much.